no failure of mindfulness. Indeed, during the long night he developed the mind of the four foundations of mindfulness. He developed the profound concentrations. His mind was without any distractions, he eliminated the thirst of desires and joy of the dharma, his mind was not attached to any dharma and he attained the supreme safety of mind. If the mind is fearful or hasty, there are lapses of mindfulness. But the mind of the Buddha has none of these faults. This is why he has no lapses. Furthermore, by means of the memory of former abodes, the science and the powers, the Buddha has triply adorned his mindfulness, which is perfect and without defect because his mindfulness often bears upon the past. Furthermore, as his faculty of mindfulness is of immense and inexhaustible power, his memory has no lapses. Finally, in the Buddha, all mental actions accompany knowledge. This is why his mindfulness has no lapses, since at each moment it accompanies the mind. This is what is understood by mindfulness without lapse. See what has been said in the Tianwen King. The deity asked, "Who is the man without fault? Who is the man with unfailing mindfulness? Who is the ever-attentive man who accomplishes what he must do?" The Buddha answered, "The man who knows all dharmas perfectly, who is freed of all obstacles, and is endowed with all the qualities. He is unique. It is the Buddha." 4. The Buddha has no notion of variety. He has no notion of variety. The Buddha has no point of distinctions among beings. He makes no difference between those who are far away and those who are close. He does not say, "This one is noble and I can speak to him. That one is lowly and I must not speak to him." Just as the sun lights up everything, so the Buddha with the rays of his great compassion has pity for all and saves all alike. Whether one honors him or does not honor him, whether it concerns enemies or relatives, noblemen or scoundrels, all are alike to him. See for example this stranger, the dung sweeper called Nitu. The Buddha converted him and he became a great arhat. See also the Vaishyatahau who wanted to harm the Buddha with a ditch full of fire and with poisoned rice. The same day, the Buddha liberated him from the threefold poison and extinguished the fire of wrong views in him. Such examples show that the Buddha has no notion of variety. Furthermore, the Buddha has no fondness for the practitioners of his doctrine such as Sariputra, the Bodhisattva Maitreya, etc. He has no aversion either for people of wrong view such as Devadatta or the 6 heretic masters, Purana, etc. As the Buddha has formed his mind in total impartiality for innumerable incalculable periods, he is the jewel among beings and, like pure gold, he does not undergo variations. Furthermore, 3 times during the night and 3 times during the day, the Buddha considers beings with his Buddha eye and never allows the time of asking himself who can be converted to pass by. Considering beings impartially, he has no notion of variety. Furthermore, the Buddha has praised the good dharmas in many ways and criticized the bad dharmas in many ways. However, faced with good or with bad, his mind shows no increase or decrease. It is only in order to save beings that he makes distinctions. Thus he has no notion of variety. Furthermore, it is said in the Yi Tsie Po Hing King, the Buddha considers all beings as his own self, as having fulfilled their role and having neither beginning, middle or end. That is why he has no notion of variety. Furthermore, the Buddha sees that all beings and all things are, from the beginning, unborn, unceasing, always pure and like nirvana. Thus he has no notion of variety. Finally, the Po Eulju Fa Men or the teaching on the entry into non-duality is the doorway to the true nature of dharmas. Variety is duality, and duality is wrong view. But the Buddha is not a deceiver and cannot commit a deception. He always applies the teaching on the entry into non-duality, and deception is variety. That is why he has no notion of variety. 5. The Buddha has no non-concentrated mind. He has no non-concentrated mind. Concentration is the non-distraction of the mind. In a distracted mind, it is impossible to see the truth. Distraction is like a body of water disturbed by waves where one cannot see one's own face. It is like a lamp in the full wind which cannot illumine well. This is why it is said that the Buddha does not have a non-concentrated mind. Question. The concentrations go from the anagamya preliminary concentration of the first dhyana on up to the absorption of cessation. When one enters into these absorptions, it is impossible to assert any physical action or vocal action. Hence, if the Buddha is always concentrated and has no non-concentrated mind, how can he travel through the kingdoms, take up the 4 positions and preach the dharma to the great assemblies with all kinds of nidanas and avadanas? Whether these actions are of the domain of the desire realm or of the Brahma world, the Buddha cannot enter into concentration if he wants to accomplish them. Answer. When we said that he has no non-concentrated mind, that can have several meanings. Being concentrated means being fixed on the good dharmas with a mind that is always absorbed. Now the Buddha is fixed on the true nature of dharmas and never strays from that. Therefore he does not have a non-concentrated mind. Furthermore, in the desire realm there are some concentrations where those who have entered into them are able to preach the dharma. Thus, in the Abhidharma it is a question of concentrations belonging to the desire realm, such as the 4 levels of saints, the 4 foundations of mindfulness, the 4 right efforts, the 4 bases of magical power, the 5 faculties, the 5 strengths, the concentration preventing being attacked by others, the knowledge resulting from aspiration, and the 4 unhindered knowledges. There are marvelous qualities of this kind in which the Buddha is established while entering into the world of desire. This is why he has no non-concentrated mind. When the Sravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas emerge from concentration, they enter into an undefined mind, they enter into a good mind or they enter into a defiled mind. But when the Buddha comes out of concentration and enters into a concentration of the desire realm, he has not a single moment of distracted mind. This is why he has no non-concentrated mind. Furthermore, according to the Sravaka system, when the magically created beings preach the Dharma, their creator, namely, the Sravaka, does not speak, and when the creator speaks, the magically created beings do not speak. It is not so with the Buddha. The magically created beings and their creator, namely, the Buddha, preach the Dharma together. In the Sravakas, the mind in concentration is necessarily